So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of the hit the byline and get...
And he's decided to go for it. Well, there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Neymar going forward. Howson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. And this is Torres. Oh, he's been real chance! And again! And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Shonen Belmare have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Fernando Torres. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Strokes it back. That pass has been well intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckham. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Shonen Belmare do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play, though.
He's had a shot! Caught offside that time. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Beckham. He's found space here. And a chance! Shevchenko is flagged offside. And that's been won straight back. And it's Davids. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Can he latch on to this? Belletti. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bari are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim? What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 23, Beckham.
And that's the second half started. Not the most accurate pass. Schoen and Belmare do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Beckham. Albert Ferrer does well to get it back. Now it's Beckham. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Mateus. He can run onto that. That's going to go a long way. He's found a way through. He has a look out. Torres has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he was quick to react. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Schoen and Belmare do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mateus. Bout of passing here, really easy. And Beckham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Mateus gets across to intercept that. Pepe is there to clear. Shevchenko. And this is Hazard. Beckham! And how did he not put that away?
Beckham has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And we have our very first corner.
Fikayo Tomori coming on the field.
Oh, good effort!
Stojkovic.
And no! He had to, and yet he could not. And it's Stones. Looking for the run.
Schoen and Belmare clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very
And Shevchenko! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Andrei Shevchenko.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Mateus attempts a clearance. Applies the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Marquinhos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. I was going to be disappointed with that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Shonen Belmare can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Please take this opportunity.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and
well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
Darren Fletcher will be key here.
He's had a shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He does it all with an air of efficiency.
നീ ആരോട് ഈ ഇൻട്രോട്ടാണെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചേ ഓരോ മലവാണങ്ങൾ ഇറങ്ങിവിടും അല്ലേ ഇൻട്രോട്ടാണോ ആരോട് അല്ല ഇൻട്രോട്ട് ആണെങ്കിലും നിനക്കെന്താ പറയണ്ട
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good take. Cross into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. PUBG Sung receives it in a wide position. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Azar. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Shonen Belmare do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Albert Ferrer. Roberto Carlos. Here's a chance. That's put pay to the danger. It's Hazard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's Batistuta. It's PUBG Sung. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's found a way through. Look at this. And the finish! Oh, cracking effort.
Stojkovic certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
His positioning was spot on.
I
Now,
know your dream.
it's got space here. That's been cut out, well played. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Hazard. It's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. So, temporary halt to the action. There's no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Shonen Belmare up by 1 goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Shonen Belmare has made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So straight into the second half. They might have chance for a shot! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say...
Free heading, welcome to stream, bro. Welcome, bro.
Shonen Belmare are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. I'd say go grab a third.
Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Shonen Belmare with their first corner. The first in the game for either side.
നീ ഏതാടാ തായോടി? ഞാൻ നൂബാണ്. അത് നിനക്കെന്താ മയിലേ? എന്റെ പൂത്തി എന്നാണ് ഞാൻ കളിക്കുന്നത്. ഞാൻ എന്റെ അക്കൗണ്ടിൽ നിന്നല്ല കളിക്കുന്നത്.
This is Batistuta, and he is deftly away. Mateus cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
എടാ ഞാൻ നൂബാണ്. അത് നിനക്കെന്താ പ്രശ്നമോ? നിന്റെ പ്രശ്നം എന്താ ഇപ്പോ?
Totti.
മോനെ
This is Messi. Now it's Villa.
നിനക്ക് താല്പര്യമില്ല നീ ലൈവ് കയറി ലൈവ് കാണണ്ട.
No, that's been intercepted.
അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. വലിയ വ്യൂസ് കിട്ടിയില്ല. പറിക്കാനൊന്നുമില്ല.
This is Messi. Threads one in. Elects to cross. Neymar. Totti. Fernando Torres. Made into space. Hazard picks it up out wide. He's kicked his way through, and he's definitely onside. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Shown Balmari presented with a golden opportunity here, and the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he has much choice there, although he's paid for it.
The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
ബ്രോ ചീത്ത വിളിക്കരുത്. സോറി, അഴുകന്റെ പണിയായി.
ആണോ? ഓക്കെ.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi.
ഞാനായ കൊള്ളാം.
That pass isn't the best. 75 minutes played. Oh, that's fabulous. And here comes the corner.
ആടാ കേറ് മുത്തേ, നീ എല്ലാ ധാരി.
Shown Balmari has the chance to go the other way. It's an imaginative pass.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He is through here. Pass is just off target.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it. The longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
All Black claims it safe hands. It's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's brought him down. It is a penalty. Shown Balmari really could have done without this.
ഓടാ തന്തയില്ലാതെ.
Peter doing his best to put him off. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Santos maybe down, but not out just yet. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped.
ആർക്കെ റെഡ് കാർഡ്? ഓ മാർക്കിന് റെഡ് കാർഡോ? Do you mean? പോടാ മലരെ സഹീൻ മിർഷാദ് 05K 05K കയറാൻ ആളുണ്ട് അടുത്ത ഡിവിഷൻ വെച്ചേക്കാം.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Looking for options for movement. And that's really well manoeuvred. Neymar, Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Floated through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the... Tries from a long way out. Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Hazard. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Raul. Now, can they get him away? He's being urged to shoot. Rizal! Goal! Germany! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Germany have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Looking to play him in. Oh, good take. Real chance! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction. Shun and Dalmare are really in a position where patience...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Darren Fletcher can see things others simply cannot. Germany are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that is well cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tomori. He's got away. That's the throw. Passes short and sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that was very necessary. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. And Fletcher! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Minutes is number 24.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 added minutes.
So they have
has
it
been
all to
indicated.
do again. He's having a hit! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Neymar certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Torres. Referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it has been for the lack of trying. Good tackle the first 45 minutes.
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half then, just getting going.
Shun and Belmare have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Tomori
Torres.
gathers from the goal kick.
Torres.
Fernando
Neymar.
Torres.
Shot.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another? That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shun and Belmare have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. That's good play. Goes for the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Hazard gets into a good position.
Substitution for Germany. Number 21, Raoul. Number 14, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 6, Iniesta. Number 22, De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Gone for a throw-in. David here.
Torres.
That is good pressure, just pounded him off it. Distributed tidily. Iniesta. Germany have reclaimed it. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Looking for the rock.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a game, this. And he shoots! It looked as though it got too wide. He wasn't having that though.
ഇത് ഫുൾ സ്ട്രൈറ്റ് ആണ് ഇവിടെ.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
Picked out brilliantly. Shoot! It looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Darren Fletcher. Belletti. No, that was never going to make it. And that will be it. Showing Belmare illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. And as we have seen...
എന്നിട്ട് സുഖമല്ലേ? ആ വെറുതെ വിളിച്ചാണ് കുറേ സൈഡിൽ കുറേ വിളിക്കുകയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ട്.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Hazard in acres of space out wide. That'll be a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And he's there to clear it. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Gyökeres! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And there is your opener! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Ibrahimovic, distributed tidily. And this is Torres. Hazard. Oh, some astute defending there. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And no, just off target. Now it's Neymar, and he's picked out the run. Hazard. Now it's Hazard. He's picked his way through. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Schoen and Belmare have their second corner now. Davids. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Mohamed Salah. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Davids really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Well, we expected better, and so did he.